Today we are live from the MBC studio from UCSI Kuala Lumpur for another UCSI podcast. Greetings, today I will be the presenter. My name is Devina Amelia, currently a Year 1 Sem 1 student in UCSI KL. And today we have a special guest that I am very happy to be speaking to today. Professor, may you introduce yourself a bit?
Hello everyone, I am Enamul Haque. I am the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the UCSI University Bangladesh Campus. Before joining the UCSI University, I was a professor of economics at several universities in Bangladesh. The last one was East-West University. I teach economics. I enjoy teaching, that's my passion. So teaching is something that I really like. And I think if you can teach well, you change the society. So that's how I see myself. So I'm now in charge of the UCSI Bangladesh Campus. It's a new campus, started recently, and we are trying to build it up.
Wow, that's so cool. So, Professor, I know there are several campuses in UCSI. One of them is the one we're currently in UCSI Kuala Lumpur, and there's the one from you in UCSI Bangladesh. Maybe you could give us a brief introduction about UCSI Bangladesh campus as well as its mission.
So Bangladesh has started private universities in 1992. That is the time we started it because we have almost 1 million students coming out every year from grade 12, and universities, public universities, were unable to cope up with the pressure. As a result, there was thousands of students going abroad, going outside the country. So the government changed the law and allowed private universities to start with. And I was in a public university. I switched from public university to private university, started the first private university in Bangladesh, North-South University. So we built it up. So over time I built several other universities, and I realized that universities are stuck at a point, which means you need competition to go up. So private universities are doing well and they're at a level. In 2014, the government of Bangladesh changed the law and they started allowing foreign universities to come into Bangladesh. Just like in Malaysia, for example, we have Nottingham University's Monash University campus. So same thing started in Bangladesh, the law started. But the law was 10 years old, but not anyone has been able to enter. So UCSI is the first university in Bangladesh which started its foreign campus. So it's a full campus which will be following the Malaysian quality agency's same standard. It will be monitored by the Malaysian quality agencies at the same time by the main campus. And we don't have a vice chancellor because it's a foreign campus. So it has the university vice chancellor here will run the same university. But at the same time, it is going to introduce new courses that did not exist in Bangladesh. So that is something I would say is a new addition. It will also challenge the existing education with its different quality so that students do not feel that you have to come to Malaysia or go abroad. So for example, right now, according to the latest statistics of UNESCO, we have 70,000 students studying abroad. We have on average annually 5,000 to 6,000 students go outside the country. So that's a large number.
Yeah.
So given that large number, government decided in 2014 to start a campus. But I think it was stuck with I would say a lot of the existing universities were not really ready to accept the challenge. So UCSI is the first one to go in Bangladesh, and I think it's going to open up a new window of competition education, and also some certain subjects that did not exist in a country like Bangladesh. For example, we never had a interior design degree. So now we have an interior design degree coming from UCSI. There are also technopreneurship in MBA, which is a new degree. So we create technical person, we create entrepreneur, but this is together. And I think in a country like Bangladesh, where job is very limited, you need to create entrepreneurs and in this case is technological entrepreneurs, which is the current age and current time, the demand for it. So given this, UCSI University started. It has officially started in 2023. It is right now in a temporary campus, which basically means that we will build a new campus in future. And in this temporary campus, we are trying to establish the standards set by the Malaysian quality agencies and the UCSI main campus, so that we can come up with a new class of students and degrees.
Oh, I see. You stated that in UCSI Bangladesh, UCSI was going to introduce more courses that was usually not in Bangladesh. Would you say it would be a challenge for these students to have a new course that they never heard? And if so, how would UCSI help these students?
Two things. Number one, that is not a challenge for student also, but it's also a challenge for us, because when you do not have a regular homegrown degree, it's very difficult to find a teacher. So that is where we are banking on the UCSI main campus. We're asking some of the teachers to come to a global classroom where our students will be able to listen to the same classes that main campus is having. So that is one way to improve it. So students here and students in Bangladesh will share the same class. With the new technologies, it is possible. So that is one thing. For the students, I think it's more of a challenge, I'm pretty sure, not for the student, but for the guardians to accept new degrees, because everyone is used to BBA, everyone used to computer science. So people are not thinking that in future the global job market is going to change, completely changing, with AI coming, with ChatGPT coming, taking over jobs. So if I'm preparing a future society, we need to change the way we were educated starting from 100 years ago. So I think that is the biggest challenge of today's education, and I hope we would be able to do it with UCSI.
Wow. Oh yeah, Professor, I also heard that you like education. You like teaching.
Yes.
So was it one of the reasons how it inspired you for UCSI University to establish a campus in Bangladesh?
As I said, I did not establish it. It was established by entrepreneurs. They established it. My objective was, I like building campuses. So as I mentioned that I was the first young teacher to leave a government job and started the first private universities as a faculty member. And I realized that it has changed the education system in Bangladesh. So when the opportunity came for a foreign campus to start a new campus in Dhaka, I thought this is also, I should take that opportunity and build up a new campus, new education system that will also be changing the path of our higher education in Bangladesh. It's very difficult. I will give you this explanation. When I joined North-South University, which was the first private university, my parents asked me, where are you going? Why are you leaving government job? And I said, you will see in future. What is it? Now today, private universities are basically the name of the game. Many parents would like to see their children going to these universities. So same thing happened today. UCSI Bangladesh has come in Bangladesh as a first foreign campus. Very unknown, most people don't know the name, but I hope over time they will see the change and they will accept that this is a new and a different university.
I see. Professor, would you say that, do you miss teaching? Or right now you're currently also happy being the DVC?
That is something I do miss teaching, but that's why I still teach.
Oh, you still teach as well?
Yes, I don't think I will stop teaching. In other words, I like coming to the class. I teach classes in Bangladesh campus. In addition, I do a lot of public lectures, not only teaching in the campus, but even outside the campus I do it. So yes, I don't think I will be able to stop teaching, because that is where I see myself as a successful person. As an administrator, it's much more challenging, but I think I enjoy teaching. I agree with you on that.
That is really cool and really amazing. What would you say, as you did also several open lectures, right? Not just the one in classroom. How would you say does the Bangladesh campus contribute to the academic collaboration between Malaysia and Bangladesh?
So I think Bangladesh campus is a new opportunity for Malaysian education system in Bangladesh. Bangladesh has opened up campuses for foreign universities, and Malaysia is the first one to go. So I think it is also important for Malaysian universities to, and at least UCSI, to uphold the standard of Malaysian education there. So that is one. It will create not only for the Bangladeshi parents, because these are young kids, 16, 17, 18 years old. For many parents, they always worry about sending their children abroad. So for them, getting the same education in Dhaka, in Bangladesh, is an opportunity for them. Now these students, as we are planning that it will be a mix-up. We are going to invite students from main campus to come and visit Bangladesh campus, study together in a semester. So that kind of exchange will give them an opportunity and flavor of living in a foreign campus. So I think that is something completely new in Bangladesh. Most of our students study in the same campus with the same cultural background. So when you have these opportunities, my objective is that our students should be able to come here, spend a semester. That will open up their mind, because I think in a global world today, if you do not travel another country, you don't realize that how the world is connected. It's a globally connected world, but we don't realize what is the connection. You don't realize how to respect another culture. And the second important part, which is today we are connected in different ways. Countries are investing in each other's. So Malaysia has investment in Bangladesh. Now if you want to develop a business environment in Bangladesh, you need to know someone in Bangladesh. So this is the starting point of a globalized world. On the other hand, Bangladeshi students are also coming to Malaysia, working here. So the two societies, the education mixed up, will have a better understanding of the issues. And I think that will take the world in a different level, which national universities cannot do alone.
I see. So, per se, how does the campus in Bangladesh supports the students in achieving academic excellence and preparing for global opportunities? Do usually students in Bangladesh, after they finish their education, they travel abroad to seek for other job opportunities or to pursue their masters abroad?
We just started, but our plan is the students, for example, we have co-op programs. So for example, if a student wants internship, this opportunity is now new opportunities. We used to look for internship within country. Now we are thinking of internship outside the country. So you'll find our students from our campus will come here and do the internship. That is one. We have also, under the mobility visa, we have new students are coming for a semester, coming here, working somewhere, they know each other. So that is something that's a new opportunity for them. We also have these students, and this is something we have discussed, to develop exchange program, where you know that ELE, which is experience learning system in here in this university, that we want to expand outside the borders. So maybe students will come spend a week learning the society in Malaysia. Malaysian students will come spend a week or 2 weeks in Bangladesh, because I think that is where you have a globally peaceful world. If you look into the global world, it's full of conflict everywhere. And a lot of this is because of the crude nationalism that we have within us. We always feel, each nation feels superior to others. And that's where conflict starts. So if we want a peaceful world tomorrow, we need students to travel in different countries. So I think this is an opportunity for students of UCSI universities to travel to Bangladesh. Same way, it is an opportunity for students of Bangladesh UCSI campus to come to Malaysia, meet the students, see the society, And I think that is where we are looking at a future education and prepare them for a globalized world.
I see. So, how would you say to get rid of stereotypes? Personally, I do know that there are some stereotypes. Me, as an international student, there was a stereotype back in Indonesia, per se, like, oh, if a kid goes abroad, this person will open up new opportunities, obviously. But there are also some stereotypes that the parents wouldn't let the kids to go abroad as it would seem dangerous or whatnot. But as you have stated before, that UCSI Bangladesh has implemented the Malaysia education system back there in Bangladesh. And how do you ensure the parents that they are getting the same education as here in Malaysia?
That's my job, firstly, because when we say that we are introducing UCSI University Campus in Bangladesh, we are not saying that it's just a course. We are implementing the full teaching method. We are implementing the same evaluation method. We are using the same quality control, and all of these are done. So first of all, even if you walk into UCSI University Bangladesh, I think it will be a Malaysian education, not a Bangladeshi education system. That is how foreign campuses are designed. So when Harvard has a campus in India, for example, or Duke has a campus in China, they don't come up and say, I'm using Chinese education. They said, I'm implementing Harvard education. And that's what the job of the university. So UCSI's job, obviously, to develop a campus in Bangladesh, which is mimicking the quality of the education as it is in main campus. And that is my job. That is exactly why I am here in this campus, to see the campus myself, understand the opportunities, and explore the possibilities of exchange of ideas between this campus and our campus, not only between faculty members, but also among the students.
I see. So, what would be the measures you would be taking in place to ensure the quality of education mirrors the UCSI standards in Malaysia, other than the evaluation, etc.? How about beyond the facilities and lecturers?
Yeah, we are already started. Training is another one. So we are training faculty members on these education standards. That's one. We are also exchanging students and teachers. That's another way to make sure that they know exactly the standards where they are. In addition, the universities regularly, we are using the same system of computer system so that they're monitored exactly the same way. We are also exchanging staff, so registrar's office, universities, other libraries are accessed from there. So we have created all these. It's an environment. It's not one only classroom. Together we are creating it. I participate in the senate of this university from Dhaka. I'm also in the top management meetings, so that we know exactly what is happening in the main campus, and any changes happening here will also be implemented in the branch campus. So it's not we say this is exact standard. As we change, we also implement the similar changes in our Bangladesh campus, and if needed, we are asking training of faculty members, and also, as I said, like, I think I want students to exchange of students so that they know that there is another brother and sister on the other side of the border, and we are together.
I see. Professor, do you mind sharing any success stories of students or faculty members from the Bangladesh campus? As I heard UCSI was in Bangladesh was still recently new per se, but are there any experiences for you that stuck out to your mind that happened?
Very difficult to say because we are only in the third semester. Okay, so but what happened, for example, we had a student and we are now processing her to come to the main campus.
Wow.
Because we realized that certain educational, because she was studying fashion design, and we realized that we need her to send to the main campus to do this. I've also discussed with the hotel management here, and our students will be coming to the main campus for a semester, because there are courses where facilities here are still better than ours. So we are asking our students, go to the main campus, take these courses. So this is in the planning. So I would say that at the moment, this is where we are, because our students are very new, and we are planning creating a full system where we can send our students here, and they can do their whatever they want to do. I think that is important. But some students are very, I would say, the reason I like them, because some students are very stubborn in the sense they want to study. This lady for fashion design, she wanted to study for fashion design, said I want to continue with it. So we said, okay, we have a main campus, we'll send you there. So what I'm trying to say, that success is not just in terms of creating an opportunity. Success is also within the campus. So many of our students probably were not really looking for opportunities. For example, in Bangladesh, certain education is difficult to pursue because we have English version, we have Arabic version, and we have national Bangla version. So for them, when they're looking for opportunities, for English version's parents, for them, very difficult to find a similar institute. So UCSI is actually giving them this opportunity. So it's a new opportunity for them. And as I said, young kids, by the time they are in the second, third year, many of them will be interested to come to Malaysia and finish their study here. Higher studies they can also do there. Malaysia, UCSI campus has a good PhD program, so that's another way to do it. We are now working with UCSI campus here to see whether our teachers in Bangladesh can also pursue their PhD in here, because that will be a new opportunity for them. So these are some of the ways we are looking and working together.
I see. You also mentioned that there were like several exchange programs, right? So per se, a student is finishing up their second year, third sem. Is it able for them to finish their full third year in the main campus?
Yeah, that's perfectly possible. So if they are looking at that and they say, okay, I want to finish this in the main campus, they can do it. They can also join from there on a hybrid class. That is also possible. So that's what we are also planning. So, you should not feel that this campus and Bangladesh campus is a different campus. And with today's technology, it is not difficult. It is not difficult to do this. That's what I mentioned, that even this studio, which is a studio of UCSI radio and television, we could plug them together from Dhaka and have programs with our students and your students here, so that they feel that this is one campus.
That's really amazing though. Okay, folks, so we will come back right after a short break.
Was it okay?
Yeah.
We're having fun!
Hi, I'm Cheryl Chong, and you're listening to UCSI Radio.
Feel the morning vibes with us. UCSI Online Radio, your favorite morning show.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy. You're listening to UCSI Radio. Your music is the spice to our station, UCSI Radio.
It's a UCSI Radio. Yes, I need to know what's on the news today. Give me something to say. UCSI Radio. Come on, have a say.
No, what's that? You need some cheering up? Tune into UCSI Online Radio.
My name is Marco George. You're listening to UCSI Radio.
You're listening to the trendiest campus station, UCSI Online Radio. Feel the beat, feel the flow. Tune in and enjoy the show. UCSI Online Radio, your number one station. All day long, we're having fun.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Chong, and you're listening to UCSI Radio.
Feel the morning vibes with us. UCSI Online Radio, your favorite morning show.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy. You're listening to UCSI Radio. Your music is the spice to our station, UCSI Radio.
It's a UCSI radio. Yes, I need to know what's on the news today. Give me something to say. UCSI radio. Come on, have a say.
Oh, what's that? You need some cheering up? Tune into UCSI Online Radio.
My name is Marco George. You're listening to UCSI Radio.
You're listening to the trendiest campus station, UCSI Online Radio. Feel the beat, feel the flow. Tune in and enjoy the show. UCSI Online Radio, your number one station. All day long, we're having fun.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Chong, and you're listening to UCSI Radio.
Feel the morning vibes with us. UCSI Online Radio, your favorite morning show.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy. You're listening to UCSI Radio. Your music is the spice to our station, UCSI Radio.
It's a UCSI radio. Yes, I need to know what's on the news today. Give me something to say. UCSI radio. Come on, have a say.
Oh, what's that? You need some cheering up? Tune into UCSI Online Radio.
Okay, welcome back everyone. Still with the same setup and everything. moving on, Professor.
Yes.
Professor, I would also like to ask, how is it the faculty experience in Bangladesh for the students? Per se, here in Malaysia, there are systems for the scholarship points, etc. Is there the same system like that in Bangladesh?
It's not exactly the same, but we have our own system. So because it's a new university, so a lot of our students get almost 20% scholarship right away. So that's number one. And they have, as long as they maintain a minimum CGPA, is for the full time of their studentship. We, on the top of it, we also have every semester, based on the performance, 10% of the student in each discipline. We have now divided into science and social science. In each of these areas, we have 10% of the students get scholarship at different tuition waiver, from 100% to at as low as 20-25%. So this is there for our students. So we have that, and I think it is giving an opportunity for the first generation student, I would say, to actually pursue a better education in Bangladesh, because it's a new university. It's not known as a big university around the world, in the sense, even though it's ranked top. So if you look at UCSI is one of the top ranking universities in the world. Not only that, in Bangladesh, we don't have any university coming close to UCSI's ranking. So given this, and as a strategy of marketing this new university, we have scholarship programs. This scholarship program will be valid for the next few years, and probably that is an opportunity for the students in Bangladesh.
I see. Back in Bangladesh, is there also the scholarship program for students with high achievement in sports? Because in the one in Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken, there's one for usually students who are well in basketball.
Yeah, we don't have that at the moment, because universities, we have clubs for students to do this. But sports scholarship we have not done yet, because we need a full campus. But if someone is professional player at any level, universities will be eager to give them scholarship, because that's an opportunity to introduce the university to the rest. So as a strategy, that is always there.
I see. What about the last scholarship system? It's the music one. Is there also any music branch in the UCSI Bangladesh?
No, that is something we'll be opening up. We don't have a department of music yet, because these requires a lot of hardware support, so we are creating it. But yes, music department will be there, and obviously there will be scholarship for that.
Oh, I see. So, as you also stated before, in UCSI Bangladesh, there are also using ELE points.
Yes.
Usually, what are the activities students do?
We are now organizing it. We have about a few clubs. For example, we have adventure club of the students, where they travel and collect their ELE points by looking at this, and they come up with they have to write their essays after that, so that they get the learning outcome evaluated, assessed. We have football clubs and other sports club. They also organize events. That's what they are doing. We have social clubs which are working with the poor people in the society. That is something that we also want them to work on, and through that they get experiences. That's what I mentioned, that we would also organize them events with the main campus. That will be also collecting ELE points. Organizing a program with your UCSI radio will be an interesting one that I can see. And you were mentioning a few minutes ago that listening to somebody's lecture could be also ELE points. I've never thought about it, but I think that is a very good one. So take an example, we have World Economic Forum every month. They are meeting, and listening to this would be a great ELE points, and I'm going to introduce some of these.
Oh, I never thought the ELE system was implemented as well as in UCSI Bangladesh, but something in UCSI, a club in UCSI, one of them, the name is RUF, it is a Christian community. It is where all the Christian usually gather, etc. And one thing that is very amazing when I see them is how this club also collaborates with other universities. So do you think that would be something in the UCSI Bangladesh branch to be implemented as well?
We have, for example, sports clubs. They collaborate with other universities. We have also debating clubs that collaborate with inter-university debates. So yes, there are other universities, clubs linking to this. But as I mentioned that we have a very small number of students, so we cannot diversify everything today. But yes, it is in my objective that there should be competition on the computer clubs, computer competitions, that's programming competitions should be also part of it. Creating projects together be also an yearly experience with the student in this campus and in our campus. As I mentioned, visiting sites, religious sites, looking at it, getting, it's not just, let's say, picnic, but learning about it, coming back and say, this is what I learned from this particular experience. That is, and to me, when you say that whether it is implemented in UCSI Bangladesh, answer is I mentioned, it's the same education. So since the main campus has yearly points, we also have yearly points. So whatever is in the main campus, we implement in Bangladesh because that's how we maintain the standard between two campuses.
I see. Maybe some of our viewers might not know what ELE is mainly about and what debate club is all about. Maybe you could give a short explanation about how these clubs work, Professor, as per se. Maybe a student runs it and then how.
Well, see, experience learning, basically what we mean that usually our education system is meaning that you only study, finish the exam and get your degree. In today's world, if a student has not done other things, they will not be fit for the first job. And that's why there are a lot of students. So it's not other thing means experience. But what is experience here? If you organize a club event, you learn a lot of things. You will not only learn, you learn about budgeting, you learn about taking minutes, you learn about organizing people. So that's the leadership experience that people have. So the clubs are actually creating that opportunity. And everything you do is counted towards an experience. Every student every year should have 100 points together and that's what we do. So we're giving credits to this. That's number one. Learning about other activities. So the standard phrases in education system is curricular activity, co-curricular activity, extracurricular activities. Many of the parents in Bangladesh were never thought about extracurricular and co-curricular as a part of curricular activities. So ELE is this opportunity to bring those activities back to the curriculum and say, look, you are not just bookish, you have to go beyond your books, learn from the nature itself. Nowadays we're talking about environmental issues, but if you don't know, you have never seen a polluted place, how would you know what to do? It's easy to say we clean it, but it's not easy to change human behavior. I think that is why ELE experience matters. And that is what students should have if you're a university student.
Does UCSI push students to join several clubs?
Yes, we do. So we have students in several clubs. We also are making rotation in the sense that one student should not stay in the same club leadership for more than 2 years. He should move to a different club so that it gives opportunity for other students to join and lead that. So this experience we are rotating. Organizing something, for example, a student passion in music would like to have a music club, but that's not adding anything to them. So we are asking that if you're a musician, maybe you should go to another club and learn a new skill of your life. And those who did not, photography club, for example, a lot of people would learn to, how to do good photography. So it should give opportunities to others. So we're creating this. And we are pushing students to think beyond what they know, to learn new things. So that's why ELE Points, I think, is a great opportunity for the Malaysian education system, particularly UCSI, and I like it. I think it is, I know it is part of the Malaysian Quality Assurance Agency's requirement, and that's very good. The other one that I really liked with Malaysian education, we have courses related to first year students when come out of schools. They don't realize the university. University is completely different than a high school. So I think there is also a university life course which we prepare students for the universities. So these are great courses, and we have all of them exactly same as it is taught in this campus.
I see. So, Professor, how does the Bangladesh campus facilitate cultural exchange between Malaysian and Bangladeshi students?
This is a new thing. We have not done it yet.
Oh,
but
haven't?
we have not done it because it's a very new campus. One of the reasons why I came here is to come up with strategies for this.
Oh, I see.
So that is what I have already discussed with the Vice Chancellor. I've discussed with the Deputy Vice Chancellor also. And as I said, I was talking to your professor here who's running this program on UCSI radio and TV. And my objective is to connect to our students on that, because I think these are the reason why we are using the same brand name, so that students should feel they are part of this campus.
So, how would you say this UCSI campus plays a role in strengthening the relationship between the two countries?
I think it's a first. The way I see it, UCSI is the first Malaysian university in Bangladesh. So it has a very important role. Number one, it should not fail. It should not fail in giving the same quality of education in Bangladesh, because I think that will be something that will look, I would say, difficult for Malaysia if they fail. So I think that's a very important. So it's the ambassador of Malaysian education in Bangladesh. So UCSI should look this as a pioneering work, and I think it should establish UCSI globally. In other words, if the Bangladesh campus is successful, if the Bangladesh campus is achieved what the same quality, which is what is our target, it will help UCSI to expand maybe in countries like China, Vietnam, even in your country like Indonesia, which full branch campus, because I think in a globalized world, that is where universities should start thinking. At one point, I tell you the way I see it, at one point, British universities, American universities were attracting students to their countries. And it was not for benefit of our countries, because most of these were actually taking our brains outside. So UCSI has reversed it. It's saying that I can do same quality of education in Bangladesh, so can contribute to the economy of Bangladesh. So I think that is how I look into it. And through this cultural exchange, which I want to promote, if they have friends in Malaysia, if they have friends in Indonesia, for example, in your country, they can start a new business opportunities, new strategies, combining two countries, two economies. And I think that's where we should move. We should move into Asia being a continent of people who live together, because Asia is surprisingly a continent where we have all different faiths living together. That's very different than compared to many other continents where one faith dominates the others. So if you look into the world, so this is where we and we should look into these opportunities to meet and greet each other. I give you one example in my life. The first Indian scholar that I met is not in Bangladesh, not in India, but when I went to Canada. So you realize that in my life, we did not see my neighbor. We did not meet my neighbor. This is a globalized world. Our students are going to meet you and students like you in this campus, within the student life, understanding that I don't have to go abroad to meet another person. That's number one. Second, because that we never meet our neighbors, and because the world was apart, we have this, whatever way you define your neighbors, sometimes demonizing the neighbors, making this as a bad country, that kind of feeling should go away. In a peaceful world, we should know each other. So I think UCSI's opportunity of creating a campus in Bangladesh is a great step. It's a step where we'll say, okay, this is Malaysia, and Malaysia is a Muslim country. Bangladesh is also a Muslim country. So Bangladeshis and Malaysians are pretty close in terms of the cultural faith, but they don't know each other. They still see, this is an opportunity. So I think UCSI is an ambassador of Malaysian education in Bangladesh, and that should be the motto for UCSI, to develop a strong cultural affiliation between these two people and students.
I see. So for like the cultural exchange, as an international student myself, personally, when I flew into Malaysia, I did felt a bit homesick because maybe there were like several cultural shocks and etc. How would you, as a DVC, accommodate that to students so when they do their cultural exchange, they feel happy and still most likely enjoy the whole experience?
For an exchange program, it will be more organized. Organized means, let's say that we create a program for students of this campus to travel to Bangladesh. When we do it, we will be organizing in such a way that they should not, it's not like studying in Bangladesh, it's like exchanging it. But when you mean that studying in Bangladesh, every student going abroad from his one district to outside feel homesick. So if you go from one part of Indonesia to another part, you will also feel homesick. So I think that you cannot eliminate. But in today's world, with the technology, you are never alone, you are never outside your family. With WhatsApp, with WeChat, with technologies, you can see your parents. So that is one way to eliminate that. The others are creating friends. So I think the only way that you feel like going abroad and living is like creating friends. When I was studying in Canada, I had my good friend and I had several friends. These friends provided me the support that I needed. For 5 years, I did not come back. And how did I survive? We survived in a difficult way. Difficult way means, in our case, our problem was that I had the only way to communicate with my parents was with letters. But nowadays, you are not that far away from your parents. But I think creating a friend in another country is fantastic. You start to learn new things, and you realize, okay, this is how you can live also. So you can live in your own way, but you should also respect how others are living. I think that is a great opportunity for students.
This cultural exchange seems so interesting, and once it's already up in public for everyone in UCSI to know, I would really love to do that.
Thank you.
So how would you say UCSI, mainly in Bangladesh, future plans to encourage more students to join there?
Well, as I said, like we started I would say we're not at the stage when we can say we are the big campus. It's a small campus. We are now creating our main campus. That's our next step, so that it also looks like the similar campus like here. So that is our next giant step. But meanwhile, for the next 5 years, our objective is to bring as much new programs possible within our campus, so that guardians feel that for certain education they don't have to go abroad, and for the same education as in Bangladesh, they also realize this is a new opportunity. So business students, for example, in our campus will have opportunities to come and travel and see the business students here. Through this, they will come up with the joint business programs, joint business ventures. So I think that is how they should see is a real opportunity to change Bangladesh.
Would you say as getting a degree certificate or diploma certificate or foundation certificate in UCSI Bangladesh differentiates if they go to any universities in Malaysia?
Yes, that is one. So obviously, for example, if I get a UCSI degree anyway, I can come to Malaysia, I can go to Australia, I can go to UK and many other universities abroad at the same way. So the same students, we have the same facilities here in the main campus, and they can go to even Australian universities where we have cross MOUs with the main campus. And within Malaysia, UCSI is a great name. So yes, they cannot be differentiated. There is no point of asking, what is this university? It's a globally good ranking university. So given all these opportunities, I think it's a new opportunity for the students of Bangladesh to join UCSI Bangladesh Campus.
I see. And Professor, how would you envision the campus evolving once meeting any global challenges, mainly in education?
Well, I think the biggest advantage that we'll have is a global classroom. What I mean that you have a class 9 o'clock in this campus with the great professors, or a class in Bangladesh. Students here can join. You can join into my class and say, okay, I want to listen to this class and earn credit for this. So I think that is a big opportunities for our students. There are other challenges. I mentioned that you have facilities, that is, you have already been with the huge expenses. If we don't have that facilities in Bangladesh, we send our students here so that the quality of education is not compromised. That is number one. The second point that I see, that in terms of our students cohort, same age group, but many of them never seen somebody outsiders. So I think that is a big opportunity for them. So the exchange program, the student exchange, even moving, let's say 3 years in Bangladesh, then last year is here, that's also possible. They can come and finish that. I was looking at the hospitality. This university runs a full hotel. So our students, if they want to enjoy a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star and the capacity and say, look, I want to learn how to do it, they can come and work here. So these are ways of meeting the challenges that we do not have. But in the long run, our campus in another 4 to 5 years, we would like to see almost the similar things coming up in Dhaka, so that the student from here can say, okay, we can go to Dhaka and get the same experience. So that is how I see it in future.
That's really cool. And by the way, Professor, I'm actually staying in the hotel, in the Lake Waradi Hotel, right near the UCSI main campus, and I do find it it's very astonishing and amazing how there are students also working in the culinary parts as well as the hospitality over there, and there's also the dormitory over there, and it's really cool how once I go down from my room I can see all these hotel facilities, and it makes my day every time. And you also stated that there was a design student that is from Bangladesh currently studying here.
Yeah, I spoke with the professor here, so I have realized that they have designs, and they said that they can do the same class from here to the main campus. Students can attend. And that is something that nowadays is possible, and we are organizing this so that our fashion design, because in our case fashion design teachers are difficult to find because it's a new degree. But once the students go through these degrees, get the same quality, we will welcome them to join our faculty members. So I think these are opportunities of new education, because there are certain degrees that is available here at UCSI which is not available in Bangladesh. So UCSI Bangladesh is actually opening up the door for the students of Bangladesh.
Is this student currently doing it online or currently offline right now in the main campus?
Offline in the main campus.
Oh,
Yes,
offline in the main
campus. But as I said, like by the next summer, we are going to synchronize many things.
Oh, I
so
see.
that the students will be able to join classes here.
How was this student facilitated from Bangladesh moving to here?
Meaning?
Facilitated towards support on.
It's the same way as a foreign university, like the visa support. We have visa support in Bangladesh. Malaysian embassy in Bangladesh is very friendly, because it's also for them as a challenge, because it's a new campus in Bangladesh. So they are supporting us. They are supporting us in different ways, and as well as here the center, which is for foreign students. We have in main campus the foreign students centers is pretty big, because there's more than 3,000 foreign students here in this campus. So I think we are getting the same support, and I know our students who are working here is getting support from this campus.
Oh, I see. Professor, how would you say, as a UCSI student currently in the main campus, how could I, as a student, get more involved with the campus in Bangladesh?
Oh, there are many ways of doing it. One way to do it is we have our teaching assistant, so good students can go and earn that. It's also part of the yearly points they can get. So they can go there. They can realize that, okay, I can go to the main campus, spend a semester. And if I spend a semester in the Bangladesh campus, they can get their own credit earned from there on the same degree, but experience something new. I am saying that the UCSI radio television program should be also collaborated, once in a week, maybe 1 hour is to start with. Both groups can start together with new programs, because design of a new programs is important, so they can do it. So I think over time, that is how I see that the two campuses should be joining hands, and not only as me as an administrator, but also students would say, okay, I can do this with our main campus. So I think that is what I'm going to encourage our students to do.
I see. So what about from the side of facilitators or stakeholders? How could they get more involved with the other campuses?
Facilitator means?
The lecturers here,
Yes.
the staffs here.
We have already system set up. So in every department in Bangladesh, we have affiliated faculty here. So our teachers, whenever they need certain things, they talk to these teachers here. We are also asking them to give guest lecture in their campus, in our campus, online. So yes, these are all in the building, and we are pushing it to meet this standard. What is happening, the challenge is that the timing of the semesters here in main campus and timing of the semester in our campus are not same. So we are gradually synchronizing them to make sure that we fit together well. Because for example, you have finished your exams here. Our exam will start next week. So you realize that it's not fully synchronized. And also this 2025 will be a transitioning year for the main campus. We're switching also in the main campus the semesters. So by 2026, I would like to see a synchronized events so that we can grow together and say, okay, this is what we can do. So yes, but between this time, my own feeling is maybe 1 course, 2 course, guest lectures from here can give a lecture there. So these are the strategies we are doing.
Professor, are you also expecting in maybe 5 years or several years upon UCSI Bangladesh expanding, are you guys expecting any international students to join?
Yes, that's exactly it, our target. Once we build, we have the I would say once we feel comfortable, I would like to invite Nepalese students, Bhutanese students, Indian students to our campus. So that's an opportunity for them. Within South Asia, they can travel to Bangladesh, easy to travel to Bangladesh, it's not far away, and they can study. So we are waiting for that, our campus to start in a way so that foreign students can come. I will also welcome Malaysian students to come to Bangladesh campus. It's actually a different experience in the sense that our tuition fees and here tuition fees are not same. So they are different, but they can go there, enjoy it, and see that, okay, I can do 1 semester, same course, so they can come back here and do the rest. So I think that is what we're looking at, but not in exactly this year. 2025 we'll wait. 2026 onward, we are planning for these expansions.
Oh, I see. So, once these expansions are already being made, will there be a dormitory for these students, or maybe also a hotel?
No, what probably they see in our Bangladesh case, our culture is dormitories has become very difficult to maintain. So universities who has, because of the political troubles. But what we have is that what they call off-campus housing system, like in American US universities, which means there are enough spaces available in a private housing and people can stay together. So we have in most of our private university students live like that, which is like a dormitory but maintained privately. In our case, we would like to do very similar things, but the only difference would be we would like to keep a standard so that we know that our students are living with the minimum facilities with certain minimum standards required for the universities, so that we can tell our guardians that you can trust our facilities. It's not our facilities, but we monitor them. So that's our system that we want to build.
I see. So maybe also talking back about how the student and faculty experience about the scholarship thing. Professor, would you think later in Bangladesh, as I know here in UCSI Kuala Lumpur, they have a very amazing basketball team, won several awards. Would you say later in Bangladesh they would also attract more students who are highly involved in particular sports activities and then make them compete more?
Yes, I think in Bangladesh the natural field of sports is cricket. So in our case, probably in the cricket that will happen. As we are planning of moving to a new facilities, new campus in another 5 years, we will have all the facilities for our students. So yes, we are planning on that. I've seen your basketball court, great court. It's in the top of the 12th floor.
Yes.
It's a great facilities. So yes, in our main campus, we will come up with these facilities. That's our plan. But there are enough private facilities available students will be using to do this. So yes, it's not that we will be able to do it right now. In our main in our campus in Bangladesh, we don't have that facilities. But in future, we are planning for that.
I see. Professor, alongside about how in Bangladesh, in UCSI Bangladesh, it is implementing the Malaysia's education system, what would you say UCSI Bangladesh stands out other than any campuses?
First of all, it's a global education. That is something that they should realize the difference. It's an education through which you can move within ASEAN countries anywhere. So quality of education is this. Second, many people as nowadays travel around the world. Younger generation has much more mobility than our generation. So if you have a educational degree with a globalized university, with a ranked university like UCSI, you can go anywhere in the world and encash your degree. Otherwise they will say, what is this degree? I don't know. So all these restrictions are withdrawn from you. So that's an opportunity for them. And obviously Malaysia is a great place where a lot of Bangladeshi people do come here. And the answer is that they cannot encash their degree. When they do want to do it, it's not always the same. Only the best students can encash their degree, but a normal student cannot. So I think this is an opportunity to do this.
I see. Professor, what would you give out some message to future prospect students and their families who are considering to go to UCSI Bangladesh?
I think they should trust us and they to trust the education system we're implementing. They should feel that this university is an opportunity for them in Bangladesh. This is, instead of sending their kids to Malaysia at very early age, they should send it to us. And then, once they mature enough, they can come for higher degrees in Malaysia. So that is what I would say. This is an opportunity to take. And it is a unique opportunity in Bangladesh at the moment. There is no other university is doing this. And UCSI Bangladesh is doing it, bringing Malaysian education to Bangladesh.
I see. Professor, it was such a nice talking with you today, talking straight live from the TVC of the UCSI Bangladesh. I learned so much, and me as a student currently too in UCSI Kuala Lumpur, I am also looking forward to expand my horizons with the students there in UCSI Bangladesh. Maybe in the future we would have any more opportunities for you and probably several other students to come here again to UCSI Radio live at the MBC studio from UCSI Kuala Lumpur. That's it for today. Thank you so much, Professor, and we'll see you guys in another episode of UCSI Radio.
Thank you.